Hey everybody, and welcome to a shot of a game called, well, it'll have a little preamble here, and I should have the respect to sit through it. We are playing Enter the Gungeon. The premise is pretty simple. There's a fortress, a giant bullet hit it, and kind of fucked up everything in the world that this happens in. And the only way to solve it is to get all the way through the dungeon below this bullet and find a gun that you can basically shoot time with. Yeah, and you kill the past is exactly what you want to do. It's a dumb premise for a fun and silly game that is obscenely difficult. It's a roguelike in the vein of something like Nuclear Throne or The Binding of Isaac, which are kind of my jam. It's a dual joystick shooter, basically. There is some progression. You'll get the ability when you beat a boss to pick up certain levels of currency, and also at a certain point you'll be able to unlock shortcuts to deeper levels. Let's see. So, starting out, you have the choice of several characters: the hunter, the convict, the pilot, and the marine. I have had the best luck with the marine. He has very accurate shots and comes with a one-use ability to drop an ammo cache that you can pick up, which is super handy. So we're going to go ahead and go with him, just so we can get this moving forward. This is a tutorial area over here, and on the right hand side we have the guy we met that will eventually allow us to use an elevator to go down to lower levels, so we don't have to start on the first level every time. That's part of the progression, is you can unlock through, and he asks for a lot of shit. It's a lot to start to unlock those. The first thing I unlocked was this room, which is the shop run by this mech missing an arm and the woman who controls him. And basically you can spend this currency. You'll see the RPG is 5 of this currency in the upper right. The gamma ray is 2 of this currency in the upper right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and unlock the gamma ray. And when it unlocks it in this book, you'll see, I opened the book and it shows that they have this really neat book of, you can see everything you've unlocked so far. I do like this Zorg gun from The Fifth Element. That was pretty sweet. Also recently unlocked, let's see where it is. I'm sure it's in there. Well, we've got the Mega Buster and a Super Soaker. So yeah, a really cool layout for this. It lets you know that there's a lot of random shit that can happen in here. This is the item list, and there are, lists past this for the enemies you'll encounter and the bosses you'll encounter, and they're all huge. There is a lot to see in this game. Having said that, let's go ahead and get started and show you what the actual game is. Alright, so here we are in Chamber 1. And so it's a dual stick shooter. You aim with the right stick, move with the left stick. In the upper left-hand corner, okay, well, I will stop talking about that for a second. So left bumper on an Xbox 360 controller is this dodge roll, which is very important in this game because you have invincibility frames at the beginning of your dodge roll, which means you can dodge through enemy shots at the beginning of that roll. If you are coming out of that roll and something hits you, you're fucked. You lose health. So you'll lose some of those bullet hearts in the upper left-hand corner. Directly to the right of those bullet hearts is your armor. You'll occasionally pick these up, and it basically means the first shot that you take, you will explode with an area of effect damage and not take that damage. So you're likely to kill things, and I believe bullets around you, without taking any health damage. But that's a one-time thing, and it's always the first hit you take. Below that are blanks that you can use by pushing in both of the analog sticks at the same time, and that will not only eliminate all the bullets in the air at the time, but also has a chance to open up secret rooms and stuff if you're near a wall where that would naturally happen. Below that are keys, which I wish you could find more of in this game. There's a huge shortage of them. To the right of that are your bullet casings, which is your currency that you'll use in shops, which hopefully will survive long enough to see. Let's actually get some shit done here. Oh, first thing we walk into is the chest. So we're going to use our one key. The brown chests are the least of the chests. And I got the fucking super soaker, which is kind of useless. Not my favorite thing to have happen there. Okay, so this is where things might get a little hectic. Going to continue, try to keep talking. Okay. So we didn't get what we wanted from that chest. I'd rather not use a key for a gun. I was going to say I'm not going to actually use, but there are a lot of secret rooms in this game. And one of them I've yet to get into is apparently behind these fireplaces, which you can put out with that super soaker. Beyond that, I haven't figured it out. Like, supposedly there's some way to get in here? Whoa. Whoa. Something shook. What the fuck was that? Alright. Moving on. Don't want to make this video ridiculously long, but something shook like a motherfucker. Okay. God damn it. Alright. Back to our regular gun. So the game's all about getting to lower and lower levels, and in order to do that, you're going to need to pick up more and more guns and more currency. This little pea shooter I'm starting with, and there is actually another gun in this game called the pea shooter, so I shouldn't call it that, but this pistol that you start with is not... It's a... Fuck! Okay, see... there I went and wasted my armor. It's not sufficient for me to get to higher levels of this game. You really need to pick up and use better and better weaponry. Or, Jesus. Those grenades are dicks. Oh boy. Damn, I walked right into that. And that's a thing that's going to happen a lot in this game. You're going to catch a bullet here, unless you're perfect. And yes, some people are great at stuff like this, and I'm sure they'll never run into a bullet ever. They'll always be able to dodge through it. Sure, you're going to eat bullets, and you're going to die repeatedly trying to get to these lower floors. It's just the way it is. The left trigger will bring up your map. Any teleporter you've uncovered, you can teleport to. So to save myself some time and use some time. Gonna teleport down to that. You can see the rooms you haven't unlocked yet. Oh, fuck. Don't ever want to be right next to explosive barrels like that. That's a bad thing. As you'll see, one of the little minions just did. You can turn over tables to use as cover. And they... Oh, god damn, I got cornered. Okay, this is all bad. Yeah, you can turn over tables to use as cover. They are destructible. They're handy. There's also a reload mechanic. So see on the bottom right, I do have infinite bullets on this gun. But once it's out, there's a good second there where I have nothing. So you need to be careful with that. Did I kill that thing? Okay, I did. Alright, let's turn over some tables. Oh boy. These little wizard guys aren't so bad. You can, as I said earlier, roll through. Oh, damn. Roll through some bullets. You have invincibility frames at the beginning of your jump. Here we go. Alright, and we got a chest without a key. Ooh, have not used that before. Unfinished gun, still warm. So when you get a new gun that you haven't seen before, you can go into your book here and see what we got. It's a semi-auto, still in the process of being forged, barely functions, but could be a viable choice in a truly desperate situation. Small hourglass is embossed on the cylinder, huh? Well, now I want to know what... Huh. Just... See, I don't know what this gun does. You'll run into that a lot in this. Like, I know the Super Soaker will put out fires, which is why I tried to use it on that fireplace, but I don't know what that gun actually does. Oh, fucking shit. Well, we're about dead. So this might not last too much longer. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we got a table up in... That was how that was going to end. Well, it's probably one of my worst runs. I've actually gotten down to the 3rd floor. I'm not as bad as I make myself look when I'm trying to talk, but it's a fun game. If you're not prepared for a lot of frustration and death before you make progress, don't buy this game. It will murder you repeatedly and laugh in your face about it. Some of the bosses I've run into so far, without proper preparation or picking up the right guns in advance, they're going to be pretty tough. So, know what you're getting into going into it. Thank you for taking this shot with me, and I'll see you next time.